Did you know that Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who is considered one of the fastest players in the league today, almost didn't get drafted in 2016? This could easily make one believe he wasn't a great player, but that is far from the truth. Hill has always been a great athlete. He was more than just a football star. He also took part in track and field and could have gone on to be a world-class sprinter, but he chose football. Unfortunately, football was reluctant to choose him, and that had nothing to do with his football ability, but everything to do with his personal life. Although the wide receiver clearly had a lot to offer, he was considered a bad product. Nonetheless, the Kansas City Chiefs general manager John Dorsey took a chance on him, and this singular action might go down in history as one of the most thoughtful decisions of a general manager. Hill has gone from a player that almost never made it to the NFL to one that has been selected for the Pro Bowl in 8 consecutive seasons and was voted the #1 player in the top 100 players of 2024 by his peers. So, how did he get here? This is the truth about Tyreek Hill. Born on March 1st, 1994, Tyreek Hill first began making waves as a track and field star, and it seemed like it was his destiny to go to the Olympics and become a world-famous sprinter. While attending Coffee High School, he took part in the 2012 Georgia 5A state meet, where he won both the 100 and 200 meter. May 12, 2012, Hill ran 20.14 seconds in the 200 meter, which was a personal best, and 10.19 seconds in the 100 meter, which was the season best. His 200 meter time could have been a national high school record. However, it was just behind Roy Martin's 1985 record by 100th of a second. Although Roy Martin's record seemed out of bounds, Hill was the fastest junior athlete around in 2012. That's not all. He was a USA Today All-American track and field selection. So one would have expected him to go on to become a world-class track and field athlete. But that wasn't what he wanted. He had other plans. He dreamed of playing in the NFL. Although Hill participated in track and field in high school, while a student at Garden City Community College in Garden City, he also played football. In 2013, which was his sophomore season, while playing for the Broncbusters football team, he ran for 695 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. He also had 67 receptions for 532 receiving yards. After Garden City Community College, in his junior year, he attended Oklahoma State University in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Although the wide receiver had quite a time playing there, he was involved in a case of domestic violence, and this led to his dismissal. Prior to being dismissed by the university on December 11, 2014, he was arrested and pleaded guilty. While at Oklahoma State, Hill didn't play one position. He was a return specialist, wide receiver, and running back. In one season playing for the Cowboys, Hill had 31 receptions for 381 receiving yards and 1 touchdown, 102 carries for 534 rushing yards and 1 touchdown, 27 punt returns for 256 yards and a touchdown, and 30 kick returns for 740 yards and 2 touchdowns. After being dismissed from Oklahoma State University, Hill enrolled at the University of West Alabama, where he played for the Tigers. On paper, it seemed like he made an easy switch from one university to another. However, his switch wasn't as easy as it seemed. West Alabama head coach Brett Gilliland initially didn't want to have Hill. However, he had a change of heart after he got to know him personally, spoke with his former coach, and read his plea statement. Hill played 11 games for the Tigers, and in these games, he was their punt returner, kick returner, featured running back, and wide receiver. Although Hill was quite a player, according to projections, he wasn't going to get drafted in 2016, and this was majorly due to his domestic violence issue. It was so bad, he didn't get an invite to the NFL Combine. However, West Alabama's Pro Day gave him the opportunity to showcase his ability. After this, a couple of scouts were impressed by his Pro Day workout and speed, and he was able to get the attention of a lot of teams. Tyreek Hill was selected by the Kansas City Chiefs in the 5th round of the 2016 NFL Draft. He was the 165th overall pick. However, as insignificant as the pick seemed, Hill was actually the first player to get drafted into the NFL from West Alabama since Dallas Cowboys linebacker Ken Hutcherson got drafted 97th overall in 1974. Although Hill was a player with a lot of potential, not everyone was comfortable with the fact that the Chiefs took a chance on him. As a matter of fact, This decision was criticized by fans, but there wasn't much they could do, as general manager John Dorsey got the consent of Chiefs owner Jack Hunt before picking Hill. That's not all. Hill wasn't just selected because of how much he could bring to the franchise. He was properly vetted. The Chiefs even went as far as having a word with the prosecutor that charged him. In Hill's rookie season, he was utilized as a punt returner, a kick returner, and also played as the fourth wide receiver. In a Week 8 game against the Indianapolis Colts, Hill caught 5 passes for 98 yards, which was his best to that point. 2 weeks later, he had 10 receptions. This game saw the Chiefs beat the Carolina Panthers 20-17, after initially going down by 17 points. Before Week 12, Hill was yet to have a reputation for his immense speed. That was about to change. He did what no NFL star had been able to do since 1965. In one game, he had a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a kick return for a touchdown. The only player to do this before him was Chicago Bears return specialist Gale Sayre. Interestingly, he did this against the Bears. His efforts in this game came in handy in helping his team beat the Bears 30-27. Beyond equaling Sayre's record, Hill also set a record of his own. For his return, he hit a speed of 22.77 miles per hour, which happened to be the fastest speed of an NFL player recorded at that point in the season. His performance in the Week 12 game earned him the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. In Week 14, Hill was named AFC Special Teams Player of the Week for his role in the Chiefs' 21-13 win over the Oakland Raiders on Thursday Night Football. In this game, he returned a punt for a 78-yard touchdown, scored on a 36-yard touchdown reception, and caught 6 passes for 66 yards. For his performance in his rookie season, Hill was named to the 2017 Pro Bowl as a return specialist. Additionally, he made it to the first team All-Pro as a punt returner. That's not all. He was named to the NFL All-Rookie team for the 2016 season. In the 2017 season, Hill had 75 receptions for 1,183 yards and 7 touchdowns. This is in addition to 25 punt returns for 204 net yards and a return touchdown. At the end of his second season, the wide receiver was selected to the Pro Bowl as a return specialist. In 2019, Hill made his first Super Bowl appearance. In Super Bowl 54 against the San Francisco 49ers, he caught 9 passes for 105 yards and went on to win his first ring when the Chiefs defeated the 49ers 31-20. A year later, he took part in Super Bowl 55, which the Chiefs lost 31-9 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In 2022, Hill became the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL after being traded to the Miami Dolphins. He was traded for a 2023 6th-round pick, a 2022 2nd-round pick, 2 2022 4th-round picks, and a 2022 1st-round pick. This trade saw him sign a 4-year, $120 million contract extension. At the end of the 2022 NFL season, Hill had career highs in receiving yards and receptions. He had 119 receptions for 1,710 receiving yards. That's not all. He led the Dolphins to a playoff berth. Sadly, they couldn't get past the wild card round after losing 34-31 to the Buffalo Bills. Additionally, his fellow peers ranked him 7th in the NFL Top 100 Players of 2023. Hill's stats in the 2022 NFL season were incredible, and he continued his dominance on his new team in the 2023 season. That season, he had 119 receptions for 1,799 receiving yards, setting a franchise record in the process. Beyond setting a franchise record, he led the league in receiving yards and was voted first in the NFL Top 100 Players of 2024 by his peers. In the 2024 season, which happened to be Hill's 3rd season with the Dolphins, he missed the playoffs for the first time since becoming an NFL star, as the Dolphins finished 8-9. Hill appears dissatisfied with his last season with the Dolphins, and this has raised concerns about his future with the franchise. Although he is yet to make any official statement, he might not go on with the Dolphins for much longer. If you had a blast watching this, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest crazy content. Drop a comment below and let us know which moment blew your mind the most.